Today, we'll talk about how we can integrate HyperExecute to run through a Azure DevOps pipeline. As you already know by now that even Azure DevOps and HyperExecute both run using a YAML file. That is, both of them require a set of commands described in a YAML file to perform the commands on the described machine. As you can see here, I already have my repo uploaded into my GitHub account and I have a HyperExecute YAML already pre-configured. This is a Java project, and for my Java project, I already have my pre-steps, my post-steps, my test discovery, as well as my test runner command pre-added. And in the same way, I'll also be needing another YAML file, which will include the HyperExecute CLI and then the HyperExecute runner command for Azure so that those particular steps are executed on the Azure machine and then my HyperExecute command runs. So here is an Azure YAML which has a command to install the HyperExecute CLI directly on that CI/CD machine, and once that CLI is installed, we are just simply running our test command. So now how we can integrate with Azure is I'll go into the Azure DevOps pipeline. I'll create a new pipeline. The new pipeline, I'll select my code, which is currently in GitHub. So this is my current code base where I have it. So I'll select this. Once I select that, it will give me different options to either configure your pipeline with the pre-recorded steps or to use an existing Azure YAML. Since I have an existing Azure Pipelines YAML, I'll use this. I'll select the branch that I want to run and I'll select the YAML file. Once I have selected, I'll just simply click on continue. And here you can see that it has started showcasing my YAML file here. Once all of this is set, I'll simply run this. As you can see now, the job has started. It is currently queued, and in a few seconds, once all of its pre-steps are done and it prepares and it gets the machine available, it will start the job. It will start running the HyperExecute test directly from the Azure pipeline. So I'll wait for a few seconds for the command to reach the command line. So now you can see it has reached the command line where it is installing the HyperExecute CLI. As you can see the version, and once that's installed, it will now upload the payload into that machine. As you can see that the payload is uploaded, and now it will start running the test cases in a few seconds. So now as you can see, it has started running the job. I'll quickly go back onto my HyperExecute dashboard, and as you can see here, the test has already started. As you can see, I have 5 different machines that I had selected, and based on that, it has located me the machines. And if I go into the pre-step, click on discovery, you can see there were 10 test cases that were discovered, and all of the test cases have been equally distributed amongst the 5 machines. As you can see, all of the test cases have been executed. This is how simple it was to integrate your existing HyperExecute test DevOps pipeline. In case of any questions, please feel free to reach out to support@lambdas.com.